Hello everyone, welcome back to an exclusive Mamamax cancellation video.
Hi there, everyone. It's me. I am him. Potent. It's a slight name change, but the thesis behind the channel remains the same. Unfortunately, this video is not going to be a beautiful face cam video like last time because we are prioritizing the audio quality. I might take that out depending on how the audio sounds. Anyways, let's get right into it. I'm going to be reading the evidence, sources, and quotes a mushroom sent to my email after the video went live. I put it on my community page, but I also want to briefly summarize it in a video to signal boost it. Afterwards, I'll briefly be talking about the plan for the channel going forward. If you aren't caught up, Mamamax made a simulated child R scene where a young lady made after Dora the Explorer is explicitly orally R'd and winds up killing her abuser. Max challenged his fans to bring him, quote-unquote, real evidence that such an approach was harmful. Here is the evidence. Just to explain the format very briefly, each piece of evidence will begin with the thesis of what is being shared, then the source, then the quote. All right. The thesis of this first one is that cinematic depictions of rape alienate a broader audience and are not effective in shifting the discourse surrounding rape. The name of the article is called Representing Rape, Trauma in Film, Moving Beyond the Event. Trauma theorists foreground the unrepresentability of trauma. However, with modern innovations in visual representation, such as photograph and cinema, depictions of trauma have begun to circulate across different mediums for a variety of audiences. These images tend to problematically present the traumatic event rather than the effects of trauma, such as traumatic memory. Specifically, some contemporary Hollywood popular films and their television series that include rape as a subject matter often include a rape scene that can evoke effects such as disgust or empathy. And while these effects can last the duration of the film, they fail to shift the popular discourses about rape because effect is more productive when it focuses on effects instead of events. Rather than adopt the trauma studies approach that insists on the impossibility of representing trauma, and as a result, opting to focus on the traumatic event, some recent cinematic depictions of rape represent the trauma resulting from the sexual violence through the concept of cultural memory, which can be best understood at the junction where the individual and the social come together. Hirsch and Smith, 2002. The cinematic choice not to include a rape scene and instead to highlight the trauma resulting from the rape also mirrors the movement in which theories about trauma have begun to shift in academic settings from trauma studies to memory studies, alongside discourses about rape that have become increasingly more prominent in popular culture with social media activism such as the Me Too movement. These two rape scenes are different in the sense that one occurs off-screen, while the other is graphic and on-screen. However, the close-up shots of the protagonist's faces foreground the character's emotions, encouraging empathy from the audience in both cases. Once the film has constructed the protagonist as worthy and generated sympathy for the character, Plantinga 2009 argues that a scene is incorporated into the narrative to encourage an empathetic response in the viewer, and that the viewer may catch some of the emotion the character is thought to be feeling, or from the audience in the theater. Initially, empathy might seem viable, since it implies that spectators can put themselves in the position of the character in this situation, helping them to see that rape is morally condemnable. However, empathy runs the risk of depoliticizing and universalizing violence, Beam 2015. Thus, rape scenes that invite an empathic reading through a series of close-up shots of the protagonist's face have the potential to collapse differences and render invisible the precarious existence and increased vulnerability that certain people from various subject positions experience in regards to rape. The thesis of this next one is that contemporary case studies in the rape revenge fantasy subgenre of feature films. I guess that's the title, sorry, not the thesis. Many problematic tropes and depictions of sexual assault remain present in the rape revenge fantasy subgenre in contemporary feature films. As long as sexual assault continues to be a common experience, it is essential to continue to share these stories through the medium of film. However, without improvements, the rape revenge fantasy subgenre neither benefits survivors nor society as a whole. Our revenge fantasy should eliminate all graphic depictions of SA, include better developed protagonists and antagonists, and include endings that express hope for the survivor. First, it is imperative to eliminate such explicit depictions of SA because they isolate audiences and mostly appeal to the shock value. Approximately 20 to 30 audience members walked out of a theater during the Sydney premiere of The Nightingale due to excessive graphic content, with one audience member shouting, "I'm not watching this, she's already been R'd twice," Thomas 2019. As a result, those viewers were disadvantaged because they failed to benefit from the powerful social commentary present later in the film. Such graphic portrayals make it impossible for audiences to ignore the horror of sexual assault. Alternatively, it provides viewers with an opportunity to evaluate their own opinions regarding survivors. However, why does the audience need to be subjected to brutalized SA or SV in order to empathize with the protagonist on her journey to seek revenge? The severity of the SA should be recognized without having to explicitly display it on screen. This emphasizes the necessary cultural changes, alongside those made to the filmmaking conventions of the genre, that must occur in order to provide a more supportive environment for survivors. Rape revenge fantasy films must include well-rounded protagonists and antagonists, so as to avoid caricatures of survivors and assailants. Despite the positive reactions to rape revenge films from some survivors, there is a moral responsibility of any filmmaker to provide a universally empowering experience for survivors, rather than attempting to do so by using controversial tropes inherent to the traditional rape revenge fantasy genre. Thus, contemporary filmmakers should not regress into the tropes of the rape revenge fantasy genre. Instead, they should develop a narrative structure that depicts sexual assault as it occurs in society, not through the lens of a fantasy. By eliminating graphic depictions of SA, including well-rounded protagonists and antagonists, and delivering a narrative conclusion that conveys a sense of hope, filmmakers can provide viewers with the opportunity for critical thought and promise young women a cathartic yet realistic experience. This is me, Pimpleton, adding on to this ending there. I do understand it was only talking about women there, but I would, as a guy, I can verify that does apply to women as well. I mean, fuck. It applies to dudes.
Stream a red room with your name on it, and let the world watch as we crucify your carcass and skull rape your decapitated head.
The thesis for this one: violent revenge fantasies, while cathartic, are emotionally damaging to individuals who have experienced trauma and only give an illusion of empowerment. Reoccurring exposure to revenge fantasies indicates need for continued therapy. The title is It Dangerous to Fantasize Revenge in Imagery Exercises? An experimental study. Violent revenge fantasies are not risky in the sense of inciting more aggression and rage. However, therapeutically, they were not the most effective option for creating greater calm and comfort. Repetitive revenge fantasies are known to increase distress. Violent, graphic revenge fantasies may be as arousing, frightening, and intrusive as images of the original trauma. They may also be highly frustrating, since revenge can never change or compensate for the harm that was done. And then there's another article here that goes further on revenge fantasies. Addressing revenge fantasies solely as reactive anger or urging forgiveness without analysis of the compensatory functions of the fantasies may constitute incomplete treatment. The goal is to help the patient gain a sense of restored control, self-esteem, and self-coherence without resorting to the strong me properties of a revenge fantasy. The title of this next one is Trauma and Recovery: The Aftermath of Violence, from Domestic Abuse to Political Terror. People who commit acts of revenge, such as combat veterans who commit atrocities, do not succeed in getting rid of their post-traumatic symptoms. Rather, they seem to suffer the most severe and intractable disturbances. This one is called Understanding and Ameliorating Revenge Therapies in Psychotherapy. Revenge fantasies can give a sense of restored purpose and control in an otherwise shattered life. It is important to help patients recognize the futility of this apparent utility. Helpful psychotherapy techniques include interpretations and reappraisals with careful differentiation of rational and irrational beliefs. The function of revenge fantasies as giving an illusion of strength can then be interpreted. Revenge fantasies may even include rage at the self and lead to suicidality. This concludes the portion where I'm going to be reading the articles. So there are at least 6 articles in there. If before you stop watching this, if you're only here for Max stuff, please, if you either have a way to contact Mamamax, you have a way to contact Spencer or one of the team, or something like this, please get this to Max I think it's very important that he responds to this. He asked for proof. Here is his proof. I would like him to give the audience the respect and dignity that they deserve, especially the people who have survived CSA that he calls his children. Taking responsibility. Like you're a professional at dodging questions. You ask for proof. Here's the proof. I don't, like, put aside your pride for 1 minute. You don't even have to respond to any of the other videos. Please respond to this one. I genuinely couldn't care less if you respond to all of the damning stuff, because I know that you're not going to, because you don't have anything to say to it, because you can't make up excuses for it. But please respond to this. Like, this is beyond my hatred for you. This is beyond anybody's problems with you, Max. We're trying to tell you that you're doing something harmful. Beyond all of your LARPy, stupid idiocracy. You made a explicit CSA film. If you watched the last video will know this is not something that makes me very happy. It's actually something that makes me very angry. I could not give less of a shit about the Camden Gerard Davis stuff until there's actual proof. We've seen him roar twice. That's pretty much fucking it. It's just, I don't care about any of this stuff, man. You knocked me out of commission for 9 months. Like, there's your proof already. Like, and when you say that, quote unquote, being triggered isn't enough, I don't think you understand what being medically triggered versus what being triggered on the fucking internet is, dude. When I say I'm triggered, when somebody who has been through rape says that they are triggered, they are not going at it from some stupid libtard way. They are saying that they are reliving the experiences they had. Max, that is dangerous. It is dangerous for people who have had their just dignity and morality and everything completely lowered down to the bottom. My apologies for the rant. I think that it was a necessary one, though. I'm going to be glad to put it in. If this was confusing or wasn't enough information for you, the links to the full articles, along with the information I read, is all in the description. The Max segment of this video is over, so if that's all you're here for, thank you for watching. Now, for the real simps, or imps, we'll work on that. So, I've done a whole lot of thinking about what I want to do moving forward. Basically, I'm going to be working on 1 to 3 videos at once. The goal will be to have a video out at least once a month. Now, so that the work for that and doing multiple videos at once isn't super overwhelming, I'm going to be doing more opinion-centered critique/review content in my own time. However, I'm going to be doing something new starting next week, January the 10th. That's when it's starting. Wednesday, January the 10th at night, okay? Get ready, get Freddy, get steady, okay? The name of the live show that we are going to be doing is Touring Tartarus. If you watch the Jacob Yerkes video, you will be familiar with that, as it was kind of what I called my old deep dives. But I think that this fits a lot better. So I'm going to be going live starting next week, doing research on my next video intensive project. I have several planned for this, and each will take around 5 weeks or 6 episodes, ranging from 1 to 3 hours. The first one that I'm going to do is on Ian and Anissa's therapy podcast, She Ruined My Life. I think that's what it's called. I don't remember off the top of my head, and I don't care enough to check. Either way, that is going to be a banger. It's going to be a lot of fun. Obviously, I really am not expecting many people to show up, if anyone. But regardless of whether it's going on, I need to research the videos, and so I thought it would be a kind of a fun way to bring people into what I'm doing and just have people see that I'm working. And also, I'm going to tend to choose odd or fun or funny things. In this case, it's kind of all three. So we'll get to laugh at Ian and Anissa. We're going to see how much she actually ruined his life. There's not a lot of people willing to actually kind of deep dive into it because of how quote-unquote boring it is. So, let's see if we can spice it up. So once that process is done, I will already have the video researched. I'll have clip ideas, I'll have notes, all that kind of stuff. And that will make the production of that video significantly easier. And in the meantime, I'll be working on the other video that I was talking about, which is more opinion-based, so there isn't a hole. The first one of these that will come out will be a documentary about Meat Canyon. It is going to take a good bit of time because he is definitively my favorite creator, and probably, yeah. I mean, I intend to do a very good job on that. So that one is going to take a little bit longer. If it seems like it's going to take longer than a month, I do have a backup plan that would not take as long. So there will be a video sooner rather than later. And either way, there will be content sooner rather than later because I will be live, as I said. Hopefully going over at least 2 episodes each live. I think that there's 13. All in all, I'm really, really looking forward to 2024. I really just appreciate all of you so very much. The response to the Max video so far has been absolutely insane. I am recording this Thursday, January 4th, and it is just insane to me because the Max 2 video has almost surpassed the Max 1 video in views, which is even more crazy to me because the Max 1 video never really stopped getting views. Just the response has been amazing. 6.2K in 12 days is amazing. The comments have made me cry multiple times. I'm very proud to say that. I think that the sincerity and kindness of people in the comment section was just really humbling, honestly.
I'm smiling now. I'm not depressed no more. Father, the Zonar, it worked. The depression, it's gone. I can't believe it. I just feel so lucky to be in America, a place where mental illness does not exist.
Thank you so much, all of you. Anybody who liked or commented or watched, thank you. My goal for 2024 is ambitious, but I think it's possible. I want this channel to be self-sufficient and be able to make money by 2025. If I'm able to get in the swing of things, I'll make a Patreon, but otherwise, I'll probably wait for monetization. And without further ado, have a little taste of Hempleton Season 2.
I broke this law!